So the other day we were talking about fika, right? This thing where people get together and they have a really deep conversation over a cup of coffee and a slice of cake. That's what fika means, isn't it, Sven?
It is. It is a Swedish word, and I have a Swedish colleague who say so. It's just a thing. She's grown up with that. Coffee, cake, having a good time with a good conversation. But we discovered that somebody turned this into a concept, into a thing that they're selling into a organizational perspective.
So it's become a name. It's become a thing. Like hygge. Do you remember the hygge, the Danish kind of concept for warmness and cozy?
Yes.
It's winter in the Northern Hemisphere as we record this, so that kind of thing goes on. Us English speakers, we love a Scandi word, don't we?
How does this connect to facilitation?
Well, it makes me think that naming things has power. You know, that feels a bit sort of like Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? But I like facilitation. When I facilitate something, saying I am facilitating this helps people understand the role that I'm taking, that I'm doing in position to the group. Does that make sense?
It does. Can you dig this? Could you lift this into some of the tools that we use? Is there a connection there?
I guess like one of my favorite tools is Affinity Mapping. You know, when you get everyone in a group to respond to a question, write all their ideas on post-it notes, then ask the group to make those post-it notes into clusters. And then I ask them, I've seen other people, ask them to name that cluster. So in a way, you're asking a group, well, in fact, even by writing stuff on a post-it note, you're making the implicit explicit, you're naming what's going on. And then getting the group to create that name in a way helps them relate to that situation, and then as a group be able to move forward and maybe think about doing something differently.
So naming a thing, calling it out helps. It does something. So what we discovered with this word fika, something happens when you turn it into something and you name it out there. So this same goes for when using tools, when facilitating, that naming it in itself helps.
And helping a group name what's going on to respond to it and move forward. Yeah.